okay? Let's do it. If you're still here, it means that the Netflix-style intro hooked you, and that's good. It works. But let's talk about how I lost 100k on YouTube so you don't make the same mistakes. And I'll talk about the YouTube gurus, the online courses I took, and whether after all the money and time I spent, it was worth it. So I've opened my YouTube account in 2016 and even released a few videos on the channel, which are now private. Hi everyone, here's Mike from Upper Planet, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 10. But it wasn't until 2020 that I really started recording frequently. And I kind of regret that I didn't continue in 2016, as it was much easier to blow up back then. But I just quit my job at the movie studio and lucked out with starting work on a true crime podcast called Case File, which took off at that time. And we grew it over the years. It was a lot of work and I didn't have time to do YouTube on the side. I'm still working as a head of sound production and music on Case File and our other shows. And it's actually our 10-year anniversary this year. It's still my main job, but I always wanted to do video as I love the format as well as writing. So in 2020, when the pandemic hit and everyone was stuck at home, I decided it was time to get back to the channel. And with the help of my brother, who edited the videos, we started doing this sort of audio tutorials, reviews, and even sound production and productivity stuff. I even recorded 2 online courses about sound production and posted them on Udemy and I think Skillshare. There wasn't much structure to it, we were just doing it, and I felt it was the obvious thing to do, just talk about my job. I of course paid my bro for his work. Some videos did okay, mostly reviews of audio gear, but most didn't really get many views. And to be honest, I wasn't really passionate about it. I didn't want to be an audio production teacher. I was just doing the videos because it was the easiest thing to talk about, my actual daily work. And it's kind of interesting, being sound producer on a growing podcast, at least interesting to me. But after a couple of years, we sat down with my brother and sort of asked a question: do we want to do this seriously or not? Because if we are just going to half-ass it, then there is kind of no point and I'm just wasting my money and our time. So I just said fuck it, let's do it, but let's do it properly. And thankfully, I have a great job, so I can invest extra cash into this thing. Some people buy cars or watches or pick up woodworking, okay? I wanted to do YouTube. So we got some equipment, a nice camera, microphones, a laptop. But more importantly, I signed up for a Ali Abdaal part-time YouTuber course, VIP tier, which was $5,000. A fool and his money are soon parted. Yeah. Now look, if I knew everything I know now, would I spend that cash again? Well, no, obviously not, but I didn't back then. And I thought that once I pay for it, there is no going back. We have to treat this thing seriously. And the information was pretty basic, the workshops were okay, but it was good to get on calls and talk to other people who help to analyze what works, what doesn't, and just get inside this sort of YouTube community ecosystem. There were 2 things they were going on about. Treat this YouTube project as a business and find your niche. So okay, business first. I then hired 2 of our youngest brothers to help out. We have a big family. And also a friend to help with research for the videos. And then suddenly the cost from a couple of £100 per video went to $2.5 grand per month to run it, which is over $3,000. Because I have editors, help with research, all of it. But okay, I saved up money and I wanted to do this. We worked the workflow, the schedule, all of it, the Google Drive, the Notion projects, the templates, etc. The business side was set. Now, the second thing they always talked about on this course was the niche. Now, I didn't want to do the audio tutorials anymore. Gear reviews are quite toxic space, so even though I had a few videos that did well, I wasn't interested. And after the advice from the course managers, I guess, we zeroed in on what am I good at, what do I like, and what people watch, what's popular on YouTube. So you got 3 ingredients that you have to combine. And we decided to pivot the channel into a more entertainment niche about movies and TV series, but with a focus on sound, not in explaining how they recorded sounds, but like fun videos that would be interesting to everyone. Why movie dinosaurs don't really sound true, stuff like that. So I work in sound. I also worked on movies for like Disney, Marvel and Star Wars. I still love movies and TV. So I had this advantage over others. And you know, videos about movies and TV series are like super popular. So we started doing them. We have the team, we have the workflow, like we have the ideas. And over time, we not only grew, but also had a few viral videos and shorts with hundreds of thousands of views. And with a channel that had 3,000 subscribers, like that's huge. But then the algorithm changed again. And the next videos flopped and the growth stalled. Now remember, I am now spending thousands a month to run this. And there is no revenue coming in from YouTube, like it's all from my pocket. Plus our time too. And it's just so like fucking depressing when multiple people work on a video for a week or two and it gets 200 views. The editing is great, the research is good, so I started to blame myself. Like, was it my ideas, the shit, or my voice, my face? And talking to the coaches from this YouTuber course, they say that I have to niche further. Like, for whom are you making the videos? Who is your ideal audience? Write this down. The channel is too confusing, the direction is not clear. And you know, on the calls I'm saying, yeah, okay, but I'm thinking like, what the fuck does it all mean? So I joined Discord servers, I'm spending time on Reddit, reading all about YouTube. And we then tried different ideas. Okay, so maybe people, they don't like the sound, the sound angle of our videos. Let's just drop it and do videos about movies in general. Stories, essays, didn't work. Some people say it's the shorts. It's the shorts that mess up the algorithm. Let's just stop doing the shorts. Let's stop it. Didn't work. Okay, all right, what else? Let's unpublish all the old audio tutorials and equipment reviews. As you know, the old videos are probably confusing the algorithm. Let's split the channel into 2 separate channels so the niche is clear. You know, there's tutorial videos here and the stories here and the sound videos here. And on and on and on and on and on. You know, trying all this crap. Now, there is an important lesson. It's mostly repeated in business, that when you start measuring something, often over time the measurement itself becomes the goal, and everything is optimized for that measurement. And that's the trap I fell into. So I started to focus on CTR, which is click-through rate, watch time, likes, comments, views, things outside my control. And here comes AI.
I love AI. Do you use AI?
Absolutely.
Do you use ChatGPT?
So I never used AI to help me write. I love writing, and I have since I was a child. It's my second love after music. But I started using AI to optimize my ideas, the thumbs, the titles, and it started small. Just helping to generate hashtags, tags, and like brainstorm titles, which I think it's fine, just to get the ideas going. But then I got it to analyze my whole channel, analytics and all of my videos, and then sort of why some of them were popular and some weren't. And based on that, I spent a lot of time devising prompts and principles for my channel. So then each idea went through multiple prompts. At each stage before I finalized the script, ChatGPT was giving me pointers and feedback on how to improve and make better videos that fit my original voice. And of course, each thumbnail and title went through like many iterations, and sometimes I was testing multiple at the same time with the A/B testing option. And still, the growth slowed and we had a few videos in a row that flopped hard. And it stopped being fun, like at all. Writing, reiterating, niching down and trying to get everyone like hyped up. Plus, you know, it was an expensive project to run, so I was miserable. And then there was one of the last videos when I optimized everything, with my prompts, with my principles, and the AI said that the thumb was perfect. The title guaranteed high CTR and views. So I'm feeling good, like, okay, this is it. So I posted the video, and it was the worst performing video I had in like 2 years. So in frustration, I screenshotted the analytics, the thumb, the title, and pasted them into ChatGPT.
ChatGPT is fantastic. It's so nice. ChatGPT.
The same conversation that we had when designing them. And then I asked, well, why didn't it work? And you know what it said? It was the thumbnail and the title that didn't work, and the fault was the packaging. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you helped me design it. You said it guaranteed high CTR. And in a classic ChatGPT way, it replied, oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. I apologize. Let's see how we can fix it together. And man, like, that was the moment I realized what a fool I was. After all the courses, threads on Reddit, and optimization, I lost sight of why I wanted to do this in the first place. Like, I never wanted to treat it as a business. I wanted to be able to express myself, to practice my writing, my camera presence, and just have fun. And create fun videos for people to watch when they, I don't know, sit down and have some food. A side project that took my mind off, as daily work on a crime podcast can be heavy, like when you listen to these stories all the time. But okay, enough complaining. There were 2 important lessons from it, and you can write it down. One is that it's easy to get lost in the optimization game, especially with all the advice we encounter online. And you know, that's okay. Everyone wants to be successful and get views, like me too, of course. But people want to watch good videos, good stories, funny anecdotes, and helpful content. This should always be a priority. An authentic voice that stands out. Optimization always leads to mediocrity and corporate blandness. 99% online advice on how to optimize is bullshit, like it doesn't work. Because you never know what's going to work or not. The creative process, the creative industry is messy. Hollywood and Netflix try to figure out the formula for a movie that makes money for decades, and still, like, they fail. And 2 is that while AI can be helpful in some stuff, even in brainstorming, it only gives the impression that it knows what it means. It doesn't. It's a prediction machine, an auto-suggestion text engine. And in creative stuff, it doesn't know what it talks about. Yes, it was trained on all that stolen data, but it will never help to create anything original. And the problem with using it to optimize the creative stuff is that it takes the heart out of it. And it can change the suggestion based on what you type in the next prompt. Yes, it may seem obvious to you. What an idiot, you may say. I take it. But admitting the mistakes is freeing. And I can see clearly where I misstep and how I got dragged into this YouTube winning toxic business mindset. But this stops now, like that's it, it is over. So what's next for this channel? What's next for you and me? Well, first of all, I will never stop. I'll never stop writing, I'll never stop playing, I'll never stop creating. This is how I want to live my life, explore art, ideas, and do fun projects. And thankfully I have a good job, so I can do this on the side for a little bit longer. And I am helping out my brothers. They are learning good skills that we can then use for other stuff, like more commercial. So it's all staying in the family, it's all good.
I don't have friends. I got family.
With this channel, I made all my videos public again, the old tutorials, the whole lot. They are shit, they are, but I'm proud of them and how much I improved over the years. I deleted all the AI prompts, I deleted the next ideas I had in the pipeline. Like, there are still a number of videos I recorded, sort of in this movie sound genre. They're good videos and I will publish them, but fuck the algorithm. the niche and all of that bullshit. I want to write and make videos that I like. Of course, still interesting, like no one wants to watch me eat breakfast. But in the future, I'll try to broaden the scope of the videos to combine my work, my interests, my skills, hopefully in topics that are interesting and funny. And, experiment a little bit more. Not optimizing doesn't mean not improving or not trying to do good work. So if you're still interested, expect videos that slowly move away from the movies niche, but we are still doing the same format and the same look, and interesting topics too. I also started a new channel called Migas After Hours, which will be more visual storytelling in a style of slow vlogs, but with a hopefully funny, satirical, cultural musings from a point of view of an immigrant. As I am one, I wanna try to experiment more with not just writing, but also visual stories. And I already published a few videos there if you want to check them out. But I want to leave you with this. Don't get discouraged. Everyone makes mistakes, but creativity is about trying things, learning, improving, experimenting, and yes, failing. But don't get boxed in and bogged down by the algorithms and online gurus and optimization. Yes, do good work, but to stand out is to be free of these constraints. We are here because we want to create and share our work, and that's the point, and that's awesome. And fuck the rest of it. In the end, we're all dead anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. As I wrap up this series, I just wanted to thank you for paying attention, and I hope I made it at least a little bit interesting to you.